Usually when you see a gold record run on my channel, there have been hundreds of resets. Now most of these come from getting garlic, but that only takes around 1 to 2 minutes to get a proper run with it. And each reset takes around 5 to 6 seconds, so even if I reset only for, let's say, 5 minutes, that's quite a lot of resets that happen. Today I decided I will get a run with garlic and then I just go, because the other resets are way more painful. The main ones are, within level 4 to 6 I want to have either Clover or Crown. Stone Mask is also okay, but then it depends on the further levels how far I get. And when I reach level 20 I want to have Crown close to level 5, just because it helps me push through the hardest level early on, which is level 20. It has a huge experience gap compared to others. Well, will we reset? Will we not reset? Let's see. I mean, we obviously won't reset, that's the entire point of this video. But how much gold can we earn? I really wondered whether X-Dash, you know, can be used for normal gold farming if you apply the strategy that I'm using, or if it's just way too bad, if you don't get the stuff that you want. Now, of course, as you can see, we will have certain amounts of luck here, where we do get the stuff that we want, but it might not be in the right order. In priority, personally speaking, it is Clover to Crown to Stone Mask, and then lastly Tiramigu. But usually I tend to pick up Tiramigu earlier, just to have it, because it seems to be rarer. More rarer. Rarer. You know what I want to say, right? But yeah, point is, it seems to have a lower chance of appearing, so if I see it, I'll just pick it once, but then I don't upgrade it unless it's like, you know, just better to remove it out of the item pool. Alright, we already have Crown, we already have Tiramigu, so those are very good items early on to have, but I would kind of like to have the Clover. And with the update, I started a new strategy, which is walking to the left to the Empty Tome, because we need a Tiramigu. And I pretty much, from now on, the entire thing is the same as I usually did it, with the slight difference that I have the Empty Tome as a 7th item, right? Because spot for Tiramigu. But yeah, let's see how well this goes without Clover early on. In the past, I used to have runs that I would constantly reset at level 4 or 5 if I didn't get the Clover by then, because, you know, I can get to that level within the first minute of the game. Now that I run over here, it's a bit more complicated, because usually when I get here, I'm level 3. So, yeah, that's like after 2 minutes of playing. Just because it takes longer to walk, that means you kill less enemies, and everything is a bit more complicated. There's a Stone Mask, very nice. But yeah, let's just see how this run will go. Whether I will achieve a gold value that is, you know, decent. I don't expect the 22k, of course. I mean, that's, you know, that was under really good conditions. But I wonder, how much impact does early luck have and all the stuff that I reset for, right? Is it minimal? Do I still get 20k maybe? Do I still get 21k even? Or will it just be, you know, a way lower value like 17k, 18k. Because what also happens is that some runs start off really well and then I reset them because I'm noticing, yeah, I'm not getting anything in this run. Like, I'm not getting the stuff that I was looking for. Or, for example, every single chest that I opened was single item, single gold bag chest. With my luck, we expect around 40% to be triple chests, 0% to be penta chests, and the rest is just one times chest. That's pretty much the expectation that I have usually. Because the high luck will actually remove the guaranteed penta chests that the game has, and then it's just a gamble if you can roll for the penta chests or not. Now, one thing I'm noticing in this run is we haven't gotten Clover so far, right? That's of course not amazing, that's actually a problem. And let's just see how this run will go, whether we are still lucky, because in the end, luck is just luck, right? Even if you have high luck, a run with low luck can still be more lucky if you just hit the right rolls. It doesn't help that I'm talking, by the way, because usually I concentrate in these runs and I constantly think of what should I do in this very moment. Also, this candle should be gone for quite a long time. I don't know why it's still there. These candles should not be respawning over there. But yeah, either way, usually I tend to, you know, be quiet, think every single step, try to make as little mistakes as possible. If I need a moment to make a plan on what I'll do, then I'll just pause and just think. And I hope it works in this scenario here. Because you don't want to waste a lot of time if you farm gold, right? You want to do it as quickly as possible and just get it done with. So right now we are still looking for 2 items. Clover is 1, And the other one is the duplicator, of course. And once we have them, I'll pick up the empty tome over there. And ooh, look at all the candles that spawned here. Oh, that's juicy. That's really nice. I will have to pick up food very soon. Could have actually picked up the eggs over there. I guess it's fine. Let's get this stuff. Now I have to memorize where the chest is. That will be really hard while talking. Because this is a chest that we have to avoid if I want to make an upgrade. Because I can't upgrade weapons. So it's just, you know, it's very close to over here. That should be enough in my mind. Very close to over here. Oh boy. I'll mess this up badly. There's an experience gatherer. I might use that. Oh, there's the clover. Nice. Level 19. It's a bit late, but it's still okay, you know. Let's just let these guys walk over here and hope that the boomerang is hitting them. Like this. That was not very good. But I'll just collect all the experience in a second. Stone Mask level 5. Very good. In fact, what I'll do is this. So, how does X-Dash really work, right? Like, what am I focusing on? Well, the main thing I'm focusing on is obviously luck. It would be perfect to have a clover drop. In fact, I had a run where I started exactly the same as this one here. And it failed because the voice was not recording nor the game sound. Because to use my working laptop, I have to unplug all of that and plug it into my working laptop. And then it doesn't recognize the sounds anymore. It was actually a better run than most of my world record runs, as in, you know, starting. I got Clover level 4, I got Crown, I got Stone Mask. I got them to an insanely high level, and pretty much like 80%, 90% of all of my level ups were just economy upgrades, which is the most insane thing that can happen to you. So I'm really sad that I had to stop that one. If I would have used my brain, I would have thought about why it wasn't recording, because I thought I have to restart my computer. And then I would have just spoken over the first, you know, 6 minutes that I played or so. And then just started from there. But yeah, it's gone. So, and this is also a more realistic one, right? Like, we don't want to look at a run that is as good as a record run would be. We want to look at a run that has way worse luck. So just how it is right now, pretty much. Now, the good thing is we have a lot of crosses already. That is insane. Okay, I'm thinking of something, but I will not do that yet. But I might pick up the fire, the NFT, just to burn these guys, because they are really hard to kill. And with X-Dash early on, you want to get as high of a level as possible. Reason is, every single 10 levels that you reach, you get 10% bonus luck. Hey, just a second. Only 3.5% of the people watching my videos are subscribed. So if you enjoy the content, hey, how about subscribing? And enjoy the rest of the video. So if you look at our luck, the base one is 140, we have 2 clovers, 160, and because we are level 20, so that's 2 times the plus 10%, we are at 180. That also means we haven't found a single clover on the ground yet. That's, by the way, I found that in the other run, and that's why it hurt so much to stop that one. Because if I used my brain for a second, I could have realized, hey, that run actually had perfect potential to be a world record run. That beats my old 22.8k, of course depending on luck still, but yeah. So that's why I'm a bit sad about that one. That I didn't think. But I was talking, you know, and I realized, it's not gonna make a video because there's no voice, so I stopped and that was stupid. Let's kill these guys now. That will give a decent amount of experience. As you have seen, no candles have respawned on the right side there. Because candles spawn based on the tile set that you're in. Tile sets are just, you know, tiles put together that repeat over and over again. You might have noticed that in the library and on every single map. Everything just repeats, right? Well, most of them. There are ways to put unique stuff down, but the point is the base stuff that repeats. So it's like the piano here repeats all the time. The table up there repeats all the time. And pretty much everything, right? Most of the stuff. And if you are in a tile area, in a tile set, it doesn't spawn candles outside of that area. Which is very important to me, right? Because I want to have them concentrated in the area that I am. I don't exactly know where the tile set ends. Also, I'm about to die here, so I will actually go for the garlic here just to kill these guys. I think I should not take damage anymore now. Yeah, perfect. Still taking damage. Let's pick this up just to be sure, because I will deep dive into them now. But yeah, I think that was better than the clover, just to get experience up faster. This will actually be very difficult to pick this up, so I'll go over there, perfect. Now, in hindsight, maybe it would have actually been better to pick up the clover. Ooh, duplicator, nice. So we have 6 items now, that's the empty tome. But yeah, I think it would have been better to pick up the clover and instead get some food and then just slow walk into the enemies. But let's get this food over here and we are healthy again. Look at this, all of this experience is mine. That is just amazing. Okay, we have another level on the duplicator. Now if you're wondering, because this question appears again and again, if you're wondering why I do not build the Evandelier in these runs, you have to pay 1.2k gold, but you also don't really build damage items, right? So the problem is the Evandelier is actually really bad in these runs. Like, it doesn't really kill more than the other stuff that I have. So it's not worth it to use it. I tested it and I got like 3 levels more, which translate to 75 gold times 3. And that doesn't make up for the 1.2k you have to pay to get it. Okay, I'm running into some issues here. I think I'll just pick up the food. There's a lot of food here. I'm just gonna pick it up, freeze the enemies, walk through them. I think that's fine, right? Crown level 5, perfect. There's a cross here, so be very... Oh my god, there's another cross. Can I destroy that? And there. Alright, and now we can easily beat the enemies, I think. For quite some time, at least. Oh, careful that the ghost doesn't explode into me. That one is dangerous. Okay, I have to upgrade garlic. Just a second. There we go. My throat is annoying me. And then I just have to cough and it's all good again. Garlic level 5, perfect. Nice, very good. So now I kind of want to start... Ooh, that was close. I want to start looking at maxing out the cross and getting the other weapons that I'm still missing. Because, you know, it would kind of suck to get into a position where I don't have the weapons that I want to have and the items. Well, the items are already set, but more for the weapons. Let's walk over here. Look at this, how much respawned because I was away for such a long time. I try to pick out that, and then I'll pick out one of these two. That will be hard. Okay, I actually managed to pick out one. Wow. That is a very precise move, where it just depends on how far you were away when you started moving. There's the clover. There's another garlic level. Perfect. And the garlic can now one-shot the enemies. This is what I was looking for. Because look at the experience that we get here. It's insane. Okay, this is a bit concerning now with the level ups that I have. These guys are really hard to kill, so the upgrade that I did on garlic now does nothing anymore. But it works with garlic and the cross together. Those together can kill these guys. So I have to move somewhat in a side way and hope the cross just goes sideways. Because that will hit the most enemies there. Did anyone realize how many crosses we have on the floor right now? It's like one over there. Oh, there, candle respawned. One over here, 2 over there, and I think down there is also one. Let me check. Ooh, that was close. Wasn't one down here? No? Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, there's a chest. Ooh, will I pick up this? Yeah, I will. Because they're hard to kill and I want to have the experience. And look at this, how much experience I get. Finally, the clock lancer, that's very good. And now up here. Good thing right now is that I do not have a lot of gold on me. Like, if you look at the top right, it's 158. That means I was able to prevent picking up the gold that drops from the candles. You have to be very delicate with this, and sometimes you just waste too much time and it's not worth it. But you don't want to pick it up, the gold, until you have your stone mask maxed out. And I just realized I have the stone mask maxed out, so let me just pick up all the gold that is here. As well as the freezes, because I want to get rid of them. I don't want to have them later on and accidentally walk into them. Now it's Laurel time. And there's another freeze, there's another freeze. This will mean the enemies will not move, but this is a horrible wave to level up on. Not only are they super strong, but there are also not that many that spawn. So yeah, this is just way more comfortable, way better to do. There we go. Is something important down there? No, I can just pick up this stuff. Another huge benefit if you do that, if you freeze them, is you can walk through them, where you might not have been able to walk through. But, you know, that's like an additional bonus, so to speak. It's not needed because you could just evade them. So what's not maxed out yet? Everything economy-wise is maxed out, that's really good. That we care about, you know, to instantly have boosts. So at level 50, I could open chests. I could start opening chests to get a certain attack boost. Like, just better weapons, better stuff. But I gotta decide on the spot whether I need that or not. If I fall behind too far and I would lose too many levels and it takes me longer to get around, which means I lose gold, right? Because I don't get the stuff as fast as I would, then I might do it. Otherwise, not. Also, I didn't keep track of the chests. Good job, me. I was talking about that earlier. Okay, let's walk into here. You can always walk on frozen enemies. That is always a given. There we go. How do I get around this? Okay, this chest here, right in the middle. Right in the middle is a very bad way of memorizing where chests are. It always fails for me. But hey, could be worse. So the ebony wings, you don't have to upgrade them. They have a lot of damage, so it's not really needed to get them further. And it's also not a focus of mine either way, so it's like, yeah, whatever. Just, you know, thank you for existing, but that's also it. This is such a good experience farm here. They give you endless amounts of experience. You just have to be very careful that there are not old enemies left that you couldn't kill. And they damage you all the time by insane amounts. We are set, by the way. We have all the weapons, all the items that we want to have. So nothing can go wrong there anymore. If you want to be greedy, you would just pick whatever is the best, no matter if something else would fill out the amount of stuff that you need, right? But I think if you don't want to reset ever, then it's better to just get the stuff that you want to have, that you need to have, because otherwise you wouldn't need to reset. I think I'll go for the candelabra just because it's maxed out now. And the chest at the bottom, at the far bottom, is one that I can pick up to do an upgrade. Perfect. Is our cross maxed out? No. It just felt weird because I haven't seen it in a long time. Okay, no candle spawned over here. That's a bit sad, but that's fine. Empty tome or garlic? I think I'll go for the empty tome for sure. Yeah, definitely. That's not even a question. There's more gold. And you can see we are gathering a decent amount of gold now. Because now we started picking up the gold and we always get the max value out of it. Okay, axe, perfect. I want to focus on upgrading cross and axe. Rather the axe than the cross, because the axe has the main use that it can break all the candles around me. Which is very, very helpful. While the cross is more like, yeah, I can kill enemies, you know. That's it. It's not bad, it's not good. It's just, that's it. Ooh, there's a lot of gold there. And the freeze. The freeze is not great, but I can still use it to get a lot of levels here, so I'm happy. Now, while talking, I really have to be careful that I don't accidentally pick up chests. That usually happens to me when I talk. And I think it will happen eventually here. But you'll know if it was unintentional. If it was unintentional, it will just be a normal chest. If it was intentional, then it will upgrade a weapon. Alright, and I need to upgrade the axe very, very soon, so I hope to get more level ups for it. We are actually on a very good timer right now for both the cross and the axe. Usually I try to reach it at 17 minutes, reality is more like 20 and later 20. But the cross is about to upgrade, and then the axe is about to follow as well. I think the axe is on 6 or 7. Yeah, and this is pretty much where you want to have the upgrade for these waves here. The cross can still deal with them, but it's so slow and it stops you from moving. So I will look for... I will look for a freeze and then just walk through them. And see if I can get an experience orb sucker over here. But not the one that is on the floor there. That's not the one that I want. Sad. I'm sad. The one there is... he will be saved for at the very end. I want to use him at the very end of the level. To get all the experience still on the floor. Each level up that you get is 75 gold. You want that. And I want to kill this guy. Please. Do not kill an enemy outside of the map, by the way. It's the most horrible thing that can happen. Because the chest can spawn outside and you can't reach it. There's another cross. Wow, that's an amazing run, actually. I'm actually starting to become more and more focused the longer we go on now, because I'm realizing this run actually has a lot of potential. I mean, gold-wise we are doing rather badly, but everything else is amazing. Okay, how do I do this? So, crosses have the main use to kill the minute 29 wave. They give so much experience, it can easily give you, like that wave alone can easily give you 80 levels if you have a lot of crosses on the floor. And that's the main use for it. But you might notice why I said I want to have the upgrades at 17 minutes, because I'm not killing anything anymore. And it hinders my progress to go around and get the candles, which is bad. Like, I don't care too much about not killing them, but I do care that I can't get my chests. That was dangerous. That is dangerous here. That is insanely dangerous right now. Okay, okay. Phew! Oh, there we go. This will give me eggs for sure. Yeah, I got it. And a cross. Not sure if that's good, but let's hope we get the scythe. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Because there's another chest. Okay, could you just attack, you know, to the sides, please? This cross is not working with me right now. I have to get to the chest down there. That is the scythe. So those were the two chests I memorized. They were just at the very, very bottom, at the far bottom, so it was easy to memorize them. I'll also pick up all the experience that was just dropped now. And I will just upgrade the stuff that is left for us. So one is garlic. Garlic still damages the enemies quite a lot, so I will keep, you know, picking it up if I find it. But the main focus now is just Laurel and Clock Lancet, because, hey, that's, you know, we have to survive. Very soon, around 24 minutes, the enemies start spawning that we can't kill anymore. And we might need to walk through them while they're frozen to not take any damage. Otherwise, we can't move around anymore, which means I can't break candles, which means GG for a gold run. Now, gold value-wise, yeah, this one is not going well. I gotta say that. I had way higher values in the past. But hey, who knows what happens in this run? Maybe it will just end very good. Do you see that how there's not a single candle down there? That's because the scythe is just destroying everything on its way. Very, very, very underrated weapon in my opinion in general. Like when I talk to people about what could I remove in my run to optimize it. Now first of all, if I had an idea what to remove, then, you know, I would just remove it and use something else. I have theories, but none of them worked out, especially wings, the usage of wings. But as I said, none of them worked out. So yeah, if I had an idea, I would just do it. But if I don't do it, then I don't see a better way of doing this. That doesn't mean there is no better way. It's just, you know, I don't see one. And eventually someone will come along. They might even have an entirely different strategy. Crocky, whatever his name is definitely a candidate to get a record value that can beat X-Dash. I mean, in my very first run with him, I got close to 19k, which is a lot of gold, you know, for an unoptimized first attempt run. That is quite a lot. So I think he has potential, but I think the main problem with him is he's always guaranteed to have a higher value, but because of his low luck, his overall potential of how high he could go is insanely low. So let's say, for example, with X-Dash, because you have higher luck, you get insanely lucky in that run, and you just get all the penta chests that you can get, right? And you get constant 300 gold backdrops and stuff like this. That is possible because, but, okay, it's very improbable, but it is possible because of his high luck. That makes the candle spawn faster. Like, even Croaky, who, you know, even if you say both have the same amount of insane luck, all the penta chests and all the gold bags, Croaky cannot beat X-Dash under these circumstances because the candles do not respawn as fast as they do for X-Dash. That's just a given. And that will never change. That will just always be like this. Which means, yes, you can get relatively close. You might actually get on the same level. But eventually X-Dash will just always have the upper hand because he has more candles respawning. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. I don't think they do a lot of damage if I remember that right. I'll get the Clock Lancet. The shield is very important, but the Clock Lancet is more important to freeze the enemies and walk through them later on. And you can, like you see, I take a lot of time to push through them, right? So if I just get a frozen path like this, it allows me to insta-move, and then I have to wait again until I finally can move. There's some gold, there's some food. I'll get all the food here, and all the freezing and stuff like this that I don't want to have. That's a cross there. Ooh, nice. Yeah, but I'll pick up all the stuff because I don't want something in my way of knowing where my crosses are. Now, in my last record attempt, I started tryharding and writing down where the crosses are, and, you know, this time I'll just have to rely on my memory. But so far there are, I think, 4 crosses, hopefully. If that's not the case, then I'm a bit sad, and that means I should really write them down. But there was one over to the left, there's one here, and there are 2 up there. And I'm pretty sure these are all the crosses that I have. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, well, there's a 5th one. Nice. So, you might have noticed, because the experience orb sucker is on the top right of us, right? You can see it blinking there. We now have a path that we can take, together with the crosses on the floor, to end up here and pick up the experience after we activated all the crosses. This will be the last minute of this run, and it's always the most complicated minute where I mess up, or where, first of all, the penalty is insane for messing up, but also it is very easy to mess up. Because if you accidentally pick up a freeze, the enemies will not they will respawn, but they will not move towards you, which drastically decreases the amount of enemies you kill by picking up a cross. So you have to keep in mind where are the freezes that you can't pick them up, or if there is a freeze, that you get ready to charge into the enemies the moment you pick up the cross. That is like one of the most crucial points in this game, because as I said, you can easily get 50 to 70 levels depending on how many crosses you have on the floor if you do it right. And it's super important. Like, it's super duper important. So, our luck right now is 240%. This is the max you can naturally reach. The highest I ever reached, oh my god. The highest I ever reached was 290%. And that was just by picking up 5 clovers from the ground. I also think there are only 5 clovers that can drop to the ground. I don't know that, right? Like, it's just my theory, because it adds up with all the other things that just have 5 of them. But yeah, that was the highest amount I ever got, but it's like, clovers are such random drops, it's really hard to get them. You can't rely on them, you can't reset for them. They will just eventually drop down. Maybe they're in one of the piles that I have on the ground, you know, where a cross is in. And I don't think it would be worth it to to waste a cross just to pick up a clover. Maybe if you notice it at like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sure, then do it. That's worth it. But not later than that. Okay, now I slowly have to make sure to pick up all the, to get the laurel up, because I focus on the clock lancer to walk through the enemies faster. But if you don't have the laurel up fast enough, then you might die just by getting attacked a couple of times, as you have seen. And you see how slow the movement here is, right? It's really complicated at this point. It's not as complicated as it will be in 10 seconds, but it's still already, it's quite complicated. Okay, let's move down here. Usually the Scythe and the Heaven Sword should deal with all of these enemies, so that's more than fine. But it's still quite dangerous, as you can see, because I get pushed into one direction here. And I'm forced to stay still more or less. Now, I can move, but this easily happens, what just happened, that I get hit by someone, and they will kill me very, very fast, very, very quickly. Okay, let's get the laurel up now. Actually, I'll get the empty tome up, because that also helps the laurel to recharge faster if the shield ever gets broken. Okay, now I'll just try to go to the left to break the candles. Here the Scythe is MVP because it goes over to the candles and breaks them. The Scythe leaves your area, your screen area, and goes further. Because the screen extends to like 50% in each direction, which means even if I can't see the candles, it will break all of them. Look at all the stuff on the ground down there. That's just from the Scythe hitting while we're stuck over there. Okay. And usually I pick up this stuff at around 28, 27 minutes. Rather 27 minutes, but I started picking them up earlier. Like right now, I will most likely pick up chests just to get some level ups. In the laurel, right? So I'll do this. It's a penta chest. The first chest is a penta chest. This is amazing. What a good start. As I said, usually on average, just really on average, on each run that I do, not saying all of these runs end up on YouTube, but on each run I do, I get an average of like 0.2 golden chests. 640 gold is a really, really low roll. Like, I've seen chests going up to 1k, 900, stuff like this. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. That's way more than all the other chests would have given, right? Now the typical curse of thinking, oh my god, imagine we have multiple chests, or this is dangerous. I always forget how I do this guy, but the way I do him is I want to line up with my clock lancet and then just dance around him. Because that's the safest way I figured. Okay, safest way I figured, and I die. Very good. Yeah, I messed up the clock lancet. Shit. So this is really complicated to do because the enemies don't really get frozen reliably. But you can't really walk into the enemies because they push each other into each other. So unfrozen guys push each other into the frozen guys. And that will mean you'll take damage. Now at this time I could continue breaking candles, like walk over here, break candles. But I think it's way more important to focus on not dying. So if you can find a reliable way, if you're more skilled than me, you can earn a lot more money here. But yeah, I can't do it. It's too difficult for me. Like, I don't want to waste a run that I deemed as worthy to keep playing up until 25 minutes just for, you know, to die here. Now the Medusa spawn. The Medusas are a bit difficult to deal with, but they are really thick. That's good. Like, not as thick as the 29-minute wave, but bigger than the heads, which means I can just walk through them. Very, very helpful. And there's actually something I want to pick up now. I'm gonna pick up these two here. Because there is another orb. There was a cross in there without me knowing it. That is so sad. Wait, that is actually so sad. I didn't know about that. It's fine because we used it rather late, so you will see this will give us a lot of experience, but by far not as much as later levels would have given. Yeah, that's like nothing. Actually, that's nothing. Ignore what I just said. That was nothing. Okay, there's a cross down there. Really good. That is new, by the way. Let's keep that in mind. That's why I usually, or why I started using an Excel where I type in when I see crosses, that if something drops that overlays or is like on top of the cross and I can't see it anymore, then I still know it was there. Because talking and relying on memory while thinking about what I'm doing in the game is not easy. It's for me, it's really difficult. Okay, we are now 27 minutes. This chest is really annoying because I can't pick it up. But now I kind of want to start picking up all the chests steady and... Oh my... What the hell? Okay. I mean, sure. That's 2 more golden chests than I usually get. But this one seems like a really low value. Like 680. It's more. 706 is not far away from that. Again, they can go up to 800, 900 gold. I'm not complaining that I got a chest. I'm just complaining that, hey, at least give me a high roll. This is an insane high roll, by the way. That's a base 90 gold chest, and I think the highest it can go is like 125 or so. So 375 gold. And this is a really good roll. Because you tend to get lower values, I noticed. At least I do. Oh no, man, I hate this, so let's talk about this for a second. There will be candles that visually bug out, I think because they got destroyed outside of the screen area and something happened. And they are actually not there, but whenever I see them, I walk to them to break them. And then I totally ignore that someone is hitting me. It's really stupid, because in that moment my brain is like, I tried to break it, it doesn't break, I have to try it again. Then I focus on the candle, and then I get hit, you know. Look at this, this is almost as much gold. This triple chest almost gave us as much gold as the first Penta chest. This is ridiculous. There was a top tier roll. Okay. Yeah, sadly not as many triple chests as I would like to have, because there are still some really... Oh my god. Okay, I mean, sure. I won't complain about that. That's 3 Penta chests. I think in the run we've gotten way too little gold. But, like, overall, you know, to make it a record run. But hey, that was amazing so far. This is so unlikely to happen, you have no idea. There's a reason why I said the average is like 0.2 or so across an entire run. Or all the runs that I did. The 190 gold is more like it. Like low 200s, mid 200s, that is usually the value that you get. Okay, a triple chest, not bad. So how many chests are still left? I think 2? And the boss that is obviously still alive is also left. So I kind of want to avoid leveling up now, because the higher level you are, the more or the stronger the enemies will become. There's nothing up there that I care about. Let's walk over. I have to be careful to actually kill this boss here, and the next boss that spawns at 28 minutes, because otherwise I can forget about the chest. I usually notice them and then just pick them up at like 28:30 or so, 29. But it delays what I'm doing by a lot, so please could you just come closer? There's it. There's the chest. Good. Oh, what the hell? How many Penta chests did I get? 4? Is this the 5th or the 4th one? Again, a very low roll on the gold, so it's not that much better than a triple chest. But it gives us 5 gold bags, and 5 gold bags are worth 5 times 75 gold. That's 375 gold, if I'm not mistaken, right? 5 times 70 is 35, 350. 5 times 5 is 25. Yeah, sure. Okay, I actually have to take this game way more seriously now. I don't think I got a lot of gold bags dropped on the floor. Again, they make up a lot of the money that you get. They are like 3k, 4k or so. 5k even if you're really lucky. I think the highest that I've gotten is 17 gold bags on the floor. That's 17 times 300 is 5.1k. So that's like insane, right? That's like multiple extra chests. So that's why I'm saying, even if we get lucky with the chest, that means nothing if we don't get the gold back to make up for the loss in gold. You know what? I'll just stay over here, because this is where our entire chain will start the moment the big guys spawn. Let's break this. Okay, there's nothing exciting in there. Let's just wait. Let's just kill as many enemies as I can right now. And once death spawns, I have to be very careful that my shield is fully intact. If it's not, he might kill me before I freeze him. And that will cause me to lose out a lot, like, on time, on stuff that I have to do. Yeah, I'm getting nervous right now, if you didn't notice. I'm, like, really nervous, actually. So the way I want to do that is I don't want to pick it up right away. I want to clear more of these little guys here, and then I want to pick it up. Because these guys here are not worth any experience, but they take up a ton of the spawn cap the wave here has. You know what, I'll just do it now. Did I pick it up? Yeah, I did, good. So now let's pick up the chest. Now it's very complicated because we have to move through them, but our clock lancet is right now moving over here, so that's really good. Oh, where was the cross? I think there was one down here. Careful, my shield is broken. My shield is broken. There's the cross. Okay. That's very bad to level up now. That's like the worst position to level up now. Because I'm wasting a ton of time. There we go. Move in. Move in. No, there's an experience orb sucker. Really bad. Oh, and there... Oh, this is bad. Okay, this is really bad. So, do you see how much time I'm wasting, by the way, here? Like, it takes a long time to do this stuff. And it gives you so many levels. Okay, up there, this will freeze the enemies. Careful. Frozen enemies are really bad to deal with, because you have to pick up the cross and walk into them. Like this. They all died, but they are still frozen. I don't think there was a cross at the top, so I'm gonna pick this one up. No one is respawning, though. Are they actually here? I don't think so. Yeah, I have to do this now. I have to do it now. There's no other chance of doing this. It's sad because we will not reach the same levels that I had in the past. But it's what I have to do. Wait, there's another chest, I just realized. Okay, we froze him. Where did this chest come from? How did I... What? I mean, the most hilarious part about this entire thing is... It's not enough to beat my previous record where I got like 1 or 2 penta chests. Or I think even just 1. Like, look at these low rolls on these chests. This is insane. And to not get a single high roll chest is really... Like, it's amazing to get the chest, right? But it's stupid to not get high values. Okay, so now it's just chasing down the gold. This is behind the last record that I had, but this is just insane. If I get a couple of good stuff things here, I might be able to do it. But I also have to consistently freeze to death, which is the hardest part about all of this. No, that was close, and another death will spawn very soon. I have to keep that in mind. That thing is such a huge bait. Okay, he will charge, and I will freeze him. Perfect. You... Stop baiting me. Like, for real. Okay, this will be very complicated, because I have to walk backwards, and he got me. Oh, that was so close, but the next death will spawn. There we go. Okay, that's a freeze on the entire screen. Very good. They'll help us go back, and hopefully the deaths teleport in front of us now here. And now I wait until the clock lancet turns, and I will hit both of them perfectly timed. Okay, that was an utter fail. Okay, there's some gold. I mean, yeah, it's not that great. So this time I will not pick up anything to reset my gold counter. I will just check out if we got all of the gold, or if you actually have to visually update the score to get all the gold accounted. So if you don't know what I mean, if you revive, you don't get the gold accounted that you got from the revive itself. I don't know why, I don't know what's going on, it doesn't visually update. The first one it works, the second one it doesn't work, the third one it doesn't work, the fourth one it will work. Not in the game, but after the game. And I think it's just a visual bug, so I'm not going to waste time on this. Instead, I'll just spend all of my time to gather as much gold as I can. Alright. 19k right now. Oh my god, I didn't see that he respawned. That sucks. It will be super hard to freeze this death. It all depends if I can go down fast enough and he is above me. Otherwise, this will become very complicated. There we go. That was exactly what I was talking about. Now I hope the other death doesn't unfreeze any second. Well, that was any second. Good job, me. That is a second revive. We have one more revive left, so 2 lives, pretty much. I need this shield to recharge ASAP. Yeah, this will not happen. Well, it actually did happen, wow. So, I think I'll just stick around here, because they are too strong right now. Right, I froze him the moment he unfroze, and now everyone is frozen, so I have an entire rotation to walk to the left. And there's a candle, and he will not be frozen. This is too complicated to do. Wow, I can't believe it, that actually worked. So these little coins mean nothing to us. It's like 2 gold, 3 gold, depending. It's random, so it's like, yeah, whatever, if I pick that up, it's like, sure bro, thank you for nothing. Yeah, this is GG. Well, it's not GG, but it's, you know, it's difficult. Okay, revive. If he doesn't get frozen here, okay, I did it, but that doesn't mean anything. That like, really means nothing, because I have to keep them frozen here. Yeah, I didn't, I failed. I did it. There's another gold bag. Yeah, I'm dead, okay. Well, it was really nice. It was really nice. It is not, believe it or not, it is not my gold record. Because my gold record is 22.8k. But that is, wow. That was just meant to be like a joke video, you know, where I say like, okay, let's check out how much gold you can get with X-Dash. And then suddenly all the gold chests came in and stuff like this. Yeah, you can see here, we got a little less value out of these. We only got 14. Also, we only got 2 of the triple chests. Now, I'm not mad, because usually what I have is 10 normal chests and like 7 triple chests. This is the average that I have. So pretty much 5 of these turned into golden chests, but the rest was so much worse that I actually landed below my gold record. Which is kind of hilarious if you think about it, that the chests are just that bad in comparison to what else you can do. But yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I just wanted to show, you know, a few behind the scenes, but that turned out to be pretty much just a normal record run, because nothing messed me over. And to be honest, there shouldn't be that much that messes you over, like wrong weapon picks and item picks. It can happen, but it's very, very, like, the chance is not high, because the more luck you have, the more likely you're offered to get an upgrade to a weapon or item that you already have, which means you should always have something to upgrade available on a level up. And then you just pick the other stuff that you need. That also means do not max out something if you are desperately looking for like your last weapon. Do not max out the wings, the ebony wings, or the garlic if you're looking for another weapon. Try to keep them below level 8, just that you are guaranteed or more likely that they appear in the shop and they don't, you know, stop appearing and now you have 3 weapons offered that you didn't want to have. Just keep them. You actually see me doing that quite frequently in some runs, where I just keep stuff on level 7 and then upgrade something that I don't care about, like ebony wings. Like where I don't max out, let's say, the clock lancet, just and upgrade ebony wings instead, you know, to keep the chance low. But yeah, that was it. That was amazing. I love it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then hey, please consider subscribing. These videos take a lot of effort and time to do. And overall, if you want to see more because you enjoy it, then that's a good idea, you know, to subscribe. But it's up to you. Bye-bye.